right, I guess I'll show you the setup on this quick job, just running solo today. This is a pretty typical job when I'm running solo. It's a down only. Got this beautiful white oak tree, and the client just closed on this house. Sounds like he's going to do a full remodel to it. So the first step is going to be a roof. So he's wanting, we got real low branches practically touching the roof here. So we're going to take those off, just give some roof clearance to this house. But yeah, we want practically this whole branch off. It's quite a large branch, and then we'll probably get at some branches above there. There's still going to be some material up over the roof, but at least it'll be further away. And then we do have this dead maple that will just be sending into the hole over here. We'll just be able to fall that tree. At least I hope. It's kind of got some lean towards the house, but we've got just open area through here. So that'll lay down fine. Yeah, this house has definitely been neglected. I don't know if my client's turning it into like a hunting cabin. I don't know what he got for acreage here or not, but it'd be good to see it fixed up, I guess. So we'll get the pruning done. I think I can get everything that I need from this one setup. I'll be reaching up over the truck and the lift on some of this, but I'll just chuck it off into here. It's mosquito season now. You gotta love that. It's been so wet this spring. We had a wet spring last year too, but then it dried up and we had a really dry summer last year. Kind of hoping it does the same thing this year. Yeah, the dang mosquitoes are just starting to come out. Just got my 562 back. This is like the first pro saw I ever bought years ago. And it's been at the dealer for like almost a year, like 11 months at least. It's good to have it back. I've been kind of missing, this is my only 60cc saw I have in my arsenal. But it's really good for lift work because it runs in the scabbard real nice. So I think I'll try this out. I ended up getting a whole new short block on it, basically a whole new lower end. I forget what the mechanic said, but somewhere there was a bearing that went out and it was sucking air in it, and the auto tune was trying to compensate, and it was just running at full throttle without even running the throttle, just going. Looks like there is some gas in there. Hopefully it's not a year old. Probably is. Always got to spill a little bit out. Custom mod I built on this thing. I don't know if you can see it. Just a plate of aluminum. I got two holes in there, one small one for a carabiner and then the larger one to rack on my hook on my saddle. Just got that ran in with a couple shooter screws. Actually, I did that mod right before this thing went in to get serviced. I probably should have put an edge on this. It's not super sharp, but I'm going to bring it up with me for some of this larger wood, I think, and we'll just try it out, run it. These are the kind of jobs where having a lift is really nice. I mean, you could technically climb this and get it done, but it would be challenging. Actually, quite a bit of tree up here. This is the new West Coast Saw muffler on this 2511T, and I mean, you can see I'm talking through a microphone here. I got basically a lapel mic that runs to a wireless mic for the DJI cameras. So this mic muffles it. It doesn't do it justice, but this thing sounds sweet in person, and I can notice at least a little bit of power increase from it. So I would recommend that on your 2511T. I know a lot of guys just pound a hole in it, but We can snap some dead branches off here. Yeah. Maple laid out nicely. Just missed the fence, even though I'm sure that's coming out. My preference on pruning jobs is that the customer's there and can kind of sign off on it, so to speak. Just make sure, yeah, looks good. I'm always worried about getting callbacks. Hey, you didn't take this, that, or the other branch I wanted. Especially on this one where I didn't even meet the client out there to look at the job. That's because I actually looked at this job before he closed on it. So I was there when technically the previous owner owned it, and just kind of looked and gave him my best verbalization on the quote of what we were going to accomplish. There's always a little bit of worry in my mind that you're going to look and not like it or whatever else. That hasn't happened too much to me. I'll show you today's job. Andy and I are here, and we got basically everything I own for tree equipment on the job today. We've got a mix of stuff going on. We've got a bunch of leaning box elders. There's one up in here. That tree's coming down. Got a crusty dead elm in here. That needs to come down. We have an uprooted ash. We got to get that down. He wants some mitigation pruning on this elm and this other larger box elder up here. Stuff, so just to lighten it up so it's not leaning too hard over the garage. This whole box elder's coming down. Got some pruning to do on this elm over the propane tank. We had some storms roll through, so like that ash just an uproot from the storm. And we got some brush piles here that they just cut up from storm damage that will chip up for them. And another little pile here to chip up. We've got this horizontal box elder that's coming out, hard leaner. Probably take this little, I think it's a locust, right in front of it down. Two pretty good sized piles here to grab, and we're just going to grab this with the grapple of the tractor and bring it right down to the trailer we positioned down here. We just pushed it down here with the tractor, and then this just happened last night. This limb on this box elder snapped off, so we're going to clean that up for them too. Had a lot of rain lately, but luckily it's sand here, and she's up on a little bit of a hill, so she's got really good drainage. So we're actually not doing any damage to the lawn driving in. So this worked out good that we have this scheduled today. It seems like we've been getting rain every day and evening. we did this last few years for her. I'll see if I have any footage of it. I kind of don't think I do, but there was, oh, I bet 10 spruce trees that we took out of here. 2 different sets, one last year and one the year before. So this is a really good client of ours. Always has a check waiting for us when we show up before we even do the work. You got the old 2nd gen chip truck, of course, chipper. Andy's gonna hop on the tractor right now. Looks like he's gonna fuel it up. We almost ran out of diesel yesterday on yesterday's job. But he's gonna start working on these piles. I'm gonna go up the lift and start wrecking some of this stuff out. And then we'll feed all this into the chipper then as we bring it down. So that's the game plan for today. This larger box elder, that's down, and he's got it all chipped up. And we did take a few, 2 or 3 branches off of this elm that were up over the propane tank. I just did that. So there's that pile. We'll have to start the chipper up one last time. I'm gonna tackle this ash tree that's hanging up in that dead elm we gotta go after. So we'll probably have a little bit of brush in that elm. I think I'm gonna feel better about getting this ash tree down first before going up after that elm, because if you can see in here, it looks like that ash is pretty much solely resting on that decrepit elm tree. Of course, we've got winds picking up. We've got some miscellaneous thunder cells to the north. Hopefully they miss us north. Pretty much everything on that side is done. We've got the trailer loaded up. Now, the second time, we'll just put all the rake up in there. I think I'm just gonna do the old slash method on this ash and just try whittling it away. We do have one box elder, little one, that we're gonna have to sacrifice for the cause in here. Also, my brother-in-law Andy would really appreciate a like and subscribe on this video. It would mean a lot to him. There you go. kind of wedged up in that elm kind of oddly. We're gonna get a rope involved here now. Dang it, I was hoping that would just come out. I think I'll just put one around the butt and maybe redirect so we're pulling it out away as you back up. So. Interesting. Yeah. You mind getting set up over here with the tractor for me, please? Take a break from raking. I mean, unless you'd rather just rake, but. All right, go ahead and start backing up there, Coach. It's working so far. Keep going. Nope. You're good, yep. Just slide up on top. Okay, that's it. Forward. Unhook. At least it's down now. So here's our problem. This western limb is locked into that elm right now. Yeah. That's preventing it from falling down. We got to get the butt to come this way.
I think if we can get it to elevate, it'll go.
Just pull it out, yeah. Straight out. Okay, we just want to go on whatever that one is. Is that a hickory or?
So you know right now, compression is still on top, right?
Not much, no.
Okay, could we cut through there?
Yeah, I could try one more, but now
we could get it tied up.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably the thing to do. Just try one more cut. In place. See any ivy back here? Tighten her up. All right, yep, go. Send it. Perfect. All right, and yep, good job. Perfect. Proceed. Very good, Coach. Yank that all the way back to the block. I'm surprised it went that far, honestly. At the next job here. This is what we got for today. This was actually kind of a doozy. Quite a large ash. And originally there was two much larger leads up over these primaries. And so I had contacted the power company to take them down, and they said, nope, we already have the clearance. We already have our 10 feet of clearance. That's your baby. And I'm like, oh man. So I was hemming and hawing on what I wanted to do. So I actually called them up again and kind of pleaded my case, like, hey, these things are up over. There's not really a safe way for me to get them down. So they were nice. The Asplin crew came out and took those two leads down, you can see. And they were outstretched way up over here. I mean, similar to the leads that we have left, but coming up over the power lines. So now I can climb up there and pretty much just send everything into the front yard. I do have Andy coming, probably more so just to give me moral support on the ground, but so we do have a narrow shot to get through these maples. So we've got basically 3 or 4 sends And then we'll just drop the stick in this way. This is a no cleanup. And then we have to just, there's another ash down here that the power company basically took down a couple of years ago already for them. And we just have to tip that over. And the client's got somebody coming to get this for firewood, so. Yep. Headache. Yeah. I think this lead has to go first, Coach. The one I'm on. Yeah, I think, you know, these are gonna crash in and then butts coming out is how that's gonna play out on us. That was obviously good. All right, you clear? Plenty of room, huh? Good job, Coach. I might actually, because this thing's leaning back now, Coach, I'm just going to fire with this one down into the ditch. holds on for dear life. I ended up having to take the center out of this to get it go over. I'm just skinny little hingewood. A little bit high on the back side, but it's pretty much straight out. So we didn't have any helping weight, but we did have Muscle Mania over there pulling on it. So that alone should let you know that it's pretty hard hingewood. Doesn't like to give up the ghost, but taking that middle out really helped. It's gonna do it for us. Got a guy coming to cut this up, I guess, and haul it away for firewood. This would have been one nice, almost a clean up coach because there's hardly any brush.